A horse-drawn cart in London. You might think this is a scene from the Victorian era, and you wouldn't be far off. This horse-drawn dray is delivering ale to St Pancras Station, a nod to the station's brewing history.
It's part of a series of celebrations that commemorate the 150th anniversary of St Pancras International Station.
Reopened in 2007 following an £800 million restoration, the station welcomes up to 50 million people a year. But when it first opened in 1868, it was mainly beer, not people, that were passing through.
When the Midland Railway are considering building this new line to London, to St Pancras, they make an agreement with Bass, the biggest brewer in London, to transport Bass's beer, but also to provide accommodation for their beer storage in London. So St Pancras becomes the focal point for the distribution of Bass's beer in London.
But it's not just Bass that set up shop here. Other breweries had large warehouses in the station, where the shopping centre now exists. The first train arrived on the 1st of October 1868 at 4:20 a.m. By the 1870s, 3 full trains of beer were entering the station every day.
Some of it would be unloaded underneath the station here. There was another warehouse just up by the canal, and that beer would be taken all over London by horse and dray.
The trains weren't just dedicated to transporting beer. Passengers would also travel in the carriages. But by the mid-20th century, a new player had entered the freight industry: the truck.
This really exploded in the 1950s. 1950s is when the rail starts losing significantly large amounts of traffic to road haulage.
And then in 1964, the final delivery of beer to the station took place. But the station has successfully adapted with changing times. It's one of the capital's most popular dining and shopping destinations, and is home to the UK's high-speed rail connections. Who knows what the future holds for St Pancras International?